Hello.
Hello there.
How
How's
was
it?
the the farmers market?
Dude, I love the farmers market, man. Are you sensing a little bit of jealousy or resentment in your voice?
No, just curiosity,
No,
genuine
I
curiosity.
feel like I'm getting like maybe you're a little upset at my joy is what I'm feeling.
What the fuck?
I didn't want to say it, but I feel like,
Well, you said it. You
I've
didn't
been
even hesitate, man.
it's because I just, I've been thinking a lot about speaking my truth.
Uh-huh.
And my truth says, like, damn, Luke is jealous. No, I'm kidding. My truth is saying is like Luke wanted me to be ready earlier for him, but I couldn't do that for him. I need to take my sweet time in the morning,
Right.
Got to
Yeah, of
got,
course.
got to get my pastries, got to get my coffee.
Uh-huh.
Need my little treats to keep myself going in the world we live in.
Now that you say all that, I am feeling a little bit jealous.
Oh, because
That sounds good.
because you need your little treats to keep going in this world we
Dude,
live in.
pastry and nice coffee. I'm out of coffee, by the way. I used the last of my coffee the other day and I just didn't buy more yet.
Dude, how are you
So
here?
Uh, I got green tea, so
Wow,
use that instead.
that's just depressing. I don't know what else to say. It's like,
I don't know, man. I've really hit rock bottom. I don't know.
dude, I've been wanting to say this, and I'm worried about you, man.
Really?
I've been worried about you. Yeah.
Uh,
I feel like times are
uh-huh.
hard. Times are tough. Like, you've been
Yeah,
playing more
man.
Fallout 4 again.
Yeah. You
Like,
have no idea, man. It's been bad.
dude. I is this a Steam game?
What's a Steam game?
Fallout 4.
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Are you like are you like one of those people who like hide their like activity?
Well, recently I have.
Yeah. Recently there's been a lot more shame, and
There's been a lot of scrutiny, I could even say.
yeah, scrutiny. How so?
I don't know, people saying, Luke, you're playing a lot of Fallout 4, getting messages from people. Luke, Fallout 4 at 8:30 in the
Morning.
morning. Luke,
Dude.
20 hours in the last 2 weeks.
Oh man, you played more Fallout 4 than I've been playing Silk Song, man.
Dude, Hades 2 dropped the other day.
I know, I saw.
You've been
I
playing
think
that.
things are looking up, man.
Things are looking, dude,
Uh,
you
not Fallout 4.
it's we were just talking about that.
Incredible.
Dude,
Proud of
it's
you, man.
crazy. I feel like 2025 is like the year of games. Like there's so many good games
There really
out
are.
there and you're still playing Fallout 4.
And I'm happy for him.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm worried about him.
Oh
It's
man.
a great game made by a great developer.
Oh, are they
Nothing to
problematic
be
too?
ashamed
Is
of.
that do we need to
No,
cancel
no, no,
Luke?
no. Not at all.
I feel like the way you're saying it is making me think that it is at all.
Oh,
No,
we
no.
know someone who works for Bethesda.
Oh, and he's like they're really problematic.
Yeah, no, no, he is the problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
that makes
he's
sense.
Texan, dude.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's
That's
rough.
all you need to know.
Yeah.
I know, I know, I
Yeah,
know.
those Texas people.
Truly be a
Yeah.
problem.
Dude, I've never been to Texas. I kind of want to go.
I mean, I think it's a cool place. It's got girls.
Is
Bro,
it is there something we need to talk about for you too, Eric? Like
Eric, you gotta chill with the girls talk,
you
man.
gotta chill. You gotta chill with the
Girls?
girls. You gotta chill with the ladies, man. I'm sure they
Uh,
have girls in Texas. I don't think they'd be your type though. Like,
Eric, we're at the age where you can't keep saying girls. It's women now, okay?
girls?
oh, that's actually
Girls?
so true, man. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I would take lovely ladies over girls.
Hello, lovely lady. Dude, we straight
Oh
up
man.
had someone at works at one point where like they sent out like a test email just to make sure like something was working, right? Like the supervisor and managers sent out a test email, right?
Okay.
And then like they weren't supposed to respond to it, but then they responded with "Hello, beautiful ladies," winky face.
Lamau.
My
And it
God.
was the most insane thing we had seen.
That's
That was incredible.
like,
Big fan of that.
did they get fired? Were they
No,
reprimanded? Like,
no, not at all.
dude, you need better role
mean-
models in your life, man.
No, they're a woman themselves, so I guess it made it okay.
I feel like that's
Eric, have
such
you
important
seen-
context.
But also, have you seen that post that's like, just because you're a woman, it doesn't make this any less pathetic?
I know, yeah. Oh, I'm aware. I'm all aware. I want to give some like, maybe they're okay. You know, maybe. Who knows?
It depends. There's context. It like has to be like consensual. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, I feel like there are groups.
Consensual work emails.
Consensual harassment.
Yeah. Wait, Luke, we do this
Do we?
Huh?
to each other.
We do what now?
What now?
What do we do here, boys?
We like consensually like low key harass each, not like actually harass each other, but like, we'll like jab at each other. We'll like
With
be
what?
like my beautiful sweetie darling to each other. We'll be like kiss you goodnight.
That's true. No, not wrong. He's
Like
right
love you,
on
sweetie. Give you a little kiss on the lips. Like,
that. Right on the lippy.
why are you making me feel like I'm the crazy one?
I have never said that.
Don't
I think it's just
lie.
been you, man. With the
What?
you're taking it to a different level than I am.
Wait, guys, am I just trying to like validate my not okay behavior? Is that what's happening?
You know.
Guys,
Not saying yes, not saying no.
dude, I thought it was like implicit though.
Dude,
Implicit.
you're being very explicit, right?
Oh,
More like we're
yeah.
being very complicit if we're agreeing with this.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I was like,
Oh,
Eric's
man.
like, yeah, man. Luke loves when you do that.
Well, the difference is this is not a work environment.
This
it could be.
Therefore,
it
all the
basically
harassment is
is.
okay.
All the
You're
harassment is okay.
so right.
we
dude.
don't have an HR, so it's like really fine.
Yeah,
Maybe
once
we
we're an
should.
LLC, then it'll be
Oh my
it'll
god,
be different.
that sounds so beautiful. I want limited liability.
Eric, are you still playing fucking World of
I
Warships
have
right
to
now?
finish my game.
Oh my god.
Do you
dude.
understand?
Eric, I exited Hades too. I could have kept going.
That's a single player game. We don't need to start this conversation.
Nah,
You know that's a
you
single player.
can't pause an online game.
You can't.
You're so funny. What World of Warships of all things? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Couldn't even
The
be
world will
something
be a better
cool.
place if you exit the game right now.
Like, couldn't even be Valorant. Couldn't even be like the Bazaar. Well, the Bazaar you can just quit out. But yeah. Do you guys hear that?
Hear what?
The like sirens?
No, yeah.
No.
Oh, okay, cool. That's just me then. Someone's in trouble.
I heard there's some crazy stuff going on in Portland, I guess.
Dude, so it's funny you mentioned that because coming back from the farmers market, I drive by the ice building, right? And so
Ooh.
seeing the ice building, they have upped their game. Like it is crazy out there. They have like a sign. I forget what the sign said already, but it was like, something about like ice and fascism or whatever. But the crazy thing, they have a blow up MAGA Hitler.
Dude,
That's
holy crazy.
That it's a blow up doll, and so like the like things that like the car salespeople have, where it's like the crazy guy, like the crazy blow up things, like those things.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called. It's that, except the only part that like moves and is inflatable is its right arm, and it's just like Sieg Heiling, like
That's
on and on,
really
man.
funny.
I was like, honestly, respect, because that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty tight.
I was like, damn, y'all have
Do you have a
upped your
video of
game.
it?
No, I was driving.
Ugh. I need you to do irresponsible things. To
Eric, I could. I had my whiskey in my left hand and the wheel in my right. I can't just.
Oh my god, dude, Teva,
Yeah.
I need to tell you this. Eric's already heard this story, but man, there's
Because
this,
you guys are friends and hang out together.
No, not even.
Oh, okay.
Not even that.
Not even that. Okay. Yeah.
That's true, but it's not why he knows.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What? How happened?
So there's this this house on my street.
Okay.
They've been doing renovations.
Okay.
It's like a Oh my god, the fucking cat is knocking. Hold on.
Oh, cat dad. Oh, poor cat dad. Oh.
Cat daddy.
Oh my god, he's so responsible and like
And so
caring.
cat like
I know. See, am I not harassing him? He just doesn't know it. Like,
he just
My headphones have
like-
been on this entire time.
No.
it means he likes it.
I feel like he never says no.
Oh my god.
That's crazy, man. That's
You're one to talk, Eric.
crazy.
You literally harass him more than I do.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I?
Luke, back me up.
Anyway, back to the story. This house has been getting renovations
Yeah.
for like it had been under renovation for like 6 months.
Hmm.
They made some terrible choices. They have a fence out
Okay.
front that is glass, like panes. Oh my fucking god!
Whoa.
Hold on, let me get the cat.
Wait, that's kind of cool. Like, madly
Okay, it's fine.
impractical.
Okay,
But like,
literally, it's panes of glass as a
Okay.
fence, and
Yeah.
I'm like, these are gonna get so dirty
Yeah.
and so nasty, and eventually, one of these is going to break,
mhm.
and then you're gonna have to replace it. And their yard for the longest time was just like a patch of dirt.
Okay.
And they just put in AstroTurf, and I'm like, wow, if your yard couldn't get any more tacky.
Dude,
Anyway.
I was thinking that. I'm like, damn, they have shit taste.
Yeah.
Wait, this is
speaking
all the
of,
same
they have
person?
in their driveway, they have a wrapped
no.
car
Oh
that
no. Say
has
it ain't so.
Satoru Gojo
No!
Hollow Purple written on it.
No.
Massive text, has Gojo on all sides. And I've always driven past this house and been like, damn, that's kind of cringe.
Dude.
But also they're like a homeowner, so I can't be too much of a hater. But
yeah,
every
they're kinda
time
living
I've
the dream.
Yeah, and every time I've seen that car, I've thought to myself, like, what kind of a person drives a car like that, renovates their yard like that, and just, is going about their every day,
Dude,
just like, yeah.
you know what
so-
you need to do?
Well, Teva, I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, something happened. Okay. You're setting this up. Okay.
So I was driving home from work about a week ago, and I was on the freeway
Mm-hmm.
on 880,
Okay.
and
yeah, the 880.
I was in the left lane,
Yeah.
going fast as you do in the left lane,
In the
and I
left
see
lane.
up ahead Hollow Purple, Gojo Satoru,
Oh shit.
and I'm like, oh my god, that's them. They're in the far right lane, right?
Mm.
Likely place for an anime fan to be.
Yeah. Oh shit! Wow.
But anyway,
Fucking-
I'm like, wow, now's my chance. I can figure out, like, I can see what this person looks like.
Yeah.
And so I slow down a little bit,
Yeah.
just so I'm not speeding by them.
Right.
And I pull up and I look over, and in the driver's seat is a guy dressed exactly like Gojo.
No.
He has a fucking white wig on, and he has the sunglasses, and he's wearing the school uniform, like the teacher school uniform thing. Dude, I screamed. I fucking screamed, man.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's insane commitment.
Dude, I was like, no fucking way. I
Dude.
was so fucking shook.
Dude, the Bay is a crazy place. Like, people are crazy out here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, we don't
Anyway,
do it
I
for,
did
like,
what any normal person would do.
Right. And took
When
out
I
your
got
phone.
off the freeway, well, when I got off the freeway, I pulled off to the side of the road because I'm like, they're going home. They're going the same way as me.
Oh.
And so I stopped and I waited for them to drive past because I'm
Oh
like,
my
people aren't
God.
gonna fucking believe me.
this.
People are not gonna believe me that this is something that happened. So I wait for them to drive past, and then I get back on the road, and then I start driving home, and I'm able to pass them,
Yeah.
and I take some pictures,
Oh man.
which I'm now going to send to you.
Oh my god.
In the
group
dude.
chat.
when he sent the first set of messages, it was like, I think what, like an hour prior. Let me see.
Oh no, it's like maybe
No, never mind,
maybe
never
like
mind.
5 minutes before.
You've got like content. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
What
man.
It's pretty
the heck?
incredible.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to blur the license plate when we post this, but my god, dude.
I would
I
love to
know.
discuss the license plate too, because it does say something that we're not really sure what it means.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that offline because I can barely read it, but like
Mhm.
my god, this is what's wrong with the Bay Area, man.
Yeah.
This is our problem.
You shouldn't have enough money to do that and like anime.
You're so right. You're so right. Also, like, I'm not. It's a fucking SUV. Like, what?
Yeah, I know.
This person
Dude,
has.
they got fucking the whole class in the car with them. Megan V's in the back seat.
God damn, dude. I hate this so much because it's really enforcing the stereotype that anime fans have shit taste. Like,
Hey, Teva, you're the one who said this, but
yeah,
there is a kernel of truth in stereotypes.
dude. Oh, okay. Well, I don't
You've
think I
said
said.
that many
I
times.
don't think I said. I feel like I said it a little differently. I feel like you're missing some of the
Well,
nuance.
Well,
I think what I might have said is a lot of stereotypes derive themselves from something that is like maybe a statistical pattern people notice or pick up on. I'm saying it's a kernel of saying it's a kernel of truth. It's not an absolute truth. It's just like something like people get the impression of, and then they bias it themselves and make it into a stereotype. I'm not saying it's like always true.
I'm not saying all of these people are like that.
No, but like,
Right.
dude, there are okay. Well, people like don't get mad at like the positive stereotypes, like the classic, like, oh, Asian people are like good at math. Like, people aren't up in arms about that.
No. I'll tell you who gets mad at those stereotypes.
Asian people.
Who are dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
True.
Yeah, literally straight up. I've had people tell me like, yeah, man, it's extra.
Yeah, it feels extra
like,
bad.
Embarrassing to be
Yeah.
bad at this because there's the stereotype that I'm good, and I'm like, damn, bro,
Damn.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I feel like it's like one of those things that just like, again, I think we have a bad trend of we like overgeneralize, right? So it's like for some people maybe it's like this demographic 60% of people are good at math versus this other demographic where 50% are good at math, but like we notice that difference and make like the generalization, right?
Yeah,
Like,
and in this case, it's like in this demographic,
yeah,
90% of anime fans have shit taste.
right, exactly. Yeah, so it's like really easy to detect, but like
Unfortunately, I didn't follow any of that because I'm very bad at math.
oh no, oh, that's okay, sweetie. It's fine. You're just...
Anyway, that was how my last Sunday went. It was, dude, it was crazy.
That is hilarious.
It exceeded my wildest expectations.
Dude, I don't know if I'm ready to like go back to the Bay and like live in the Bay for any extended period of time.
I thought you were so hyped on the Bay, man. What happened?
Dude, it's
You just ruined that for him.
You saw the people of Portland burning down the ice building, and you're like, yes,
yeah,
this is where I belong.
Dude,
Praxis.
I think the longer I'm here, the more I'm like, I think people in Portland are happier.
Dude, you're
like,
fucking right though.
You're actually correct on that.
Yeah.
Though. Like,
Yeah.
I think the Bay is like they've tricked themselves into thinking that they're like living life optimally.
Yeah,
they don't know there's a better way.
They don't.
You
they
can
don't
like
know.
just be happy.
You can just walk around somewhere.
You can just walk around happy and accepting who you are.
You don't want $5 cups of coffee?
Well, where are you getting that?
The Bay.
$5?
Maybe $6.
Oh, for like just like pure like black coffee, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like a little less than how much a latte costs here.
You don't want that? It's fine.
No, dude. I mean, dude, people in the Bay would be like, I drink my coffee black.
Okay, you have no idea how much I hear that around here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's like, I'm sure it is confirmation bias, but I do hear that quite a bit. Where people are just like, yeah,
who?
just people around me in general. Maybe it's because I work around a lot of tech folks. I don't know, but a lot of them really enjoy their coffee black.
Yeah, dude, it's optimal. Fewer
That's good.
calories.
Yes, it is optimal.
Yeah.
And what are we if not?
You're trying to hit those macros.
Optimized?
Dude, it's so funny because in my mind, it's not fucking optimal, you dingbat. That shit is so acidic and bad for your teeth. Like, fucking idiot. Add like a bit of milk or cream. It'll help balance it out. You know what how pH works?
Get a lighter roast, brew it properly, and then it's not acidic.
Sure, fair. I also am not like I'm admittedly not a coffee person, so I'm sure there are like less acidic like coffees you could have that are probably even more fucking optimal. But like I just I can't with the optimalness, man. Like it's just so it's like too much. It's really too much, you know? And this guy has optimized Gojo Satoru like too much.
Yeah, one on each side of the car,
One on each
one on
side of the
himself.
car.
I don't think you could even get more Gojo if you tried.
Dude, it's so funny because I remember like this was like over a year ago where I was like telling y'all like about this car I saw in Portland that was like Aaron Yeager Attack on Titan like wrapped with like little stickers everywhere. And I was just like, this is the most like Bay Area person I've seen in Portland. Like
Yeah.
I think I told y'all this on the pod, and I'm gonna look, but I think I made a voice recording somewhere as I was like driving and like watching this because I was like, I'm not gonna remember this, but I need to describe it. Like,
That's so funny.
like, dude, I was like, I don't have time to take a picture. This is on the highway. I don't know where this guy lives, unlike you. So I'm like,
You could have solved that.
dude, that's
could've.
not
You could've.
okay.
Well, it's not okay if
You're right.
mean-
You're right. They weren't an actual person. They were an anime fan.
that's
Like,
not at all.
yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah, I know you're right, Luke. I
You're
agree with you,
so right on that, though.
I
They really
agree
do
with
not
you.
deserve rights.
dude.
Yeah, hey, and that's what Aaron Yeager would say.
Yeah, that's
That
what
is
Aaron
what Aaron
Yeager
Yeager
would
say.
say. Did any of you actually like finish and watch the whole like
Yeah.
Attack on Titan? Oh, you did.
I read all of it. I didn't
Oh wait,
watch
did
it.
I even finish?
I
think
read it, too.
watched chunks of the end. I mainly read it first.
Yeah, I feel like Eric, I remember you talking about how you were gonna just read it, and then after you read it, you're like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Dude, and then they did the thing where they like made it like the final season, part 7, act 3.5.
Yeah.
Like
We also talked about this on
we
the
did,
pod.
we did. But I'm kind of mentioning it because like Demon Slayer, I think is doing a similar
Yeah.
thing, but like way better. So
Way
like
better.
way better. So like
Because they actually have a part 2. That's a part 2.
yeah, for like those who don't know about Demon Slayer, it's like just, you know, it's another big like shonen anime or whatever, but like they're at their like final arc and they've changed the metagame because they've made their final arc into 3 movies instead of like releasing it as like an animated like series.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dig it. I'm kind of
Dude,
a fan.
I think they're gonna make so much more money doing it.
They
This
make
way.
so much more
Oh,
money.
yeah.
It is already. It has been like, I don't know, like a week or 2 since it released. They're already the top grossing anime film of all time.
Jesus.
Dang.
It's
I
like
guess I
over
shouldn't be
500
surprised.
million. Yeah.
I should not
Wait.
be surprised.
Was there another anime movie that's out right now?
So this is actually like anime fans are eating good this year because after the Demon Slayer movie, there's a Jujutsu Kaisen movie, and then after that there is a Chainsaw Man movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about the Chainsaw Man movie. 'cause
Yes,
that's
yes.
coming out.
Yes. So and the funniest thing, so this is a bit of like context, but the first Demon Slayer movie that came out was like fully new content. It is the second highest grossing anime film of all time, 500 million or so. It did really well. And then after that, because it was so successful, the next anime season of Demon Slayer, they released a movie that was like the final 2 episodes of that season, plus the first episode of the upcoming season. So they basically like sold you a movie that was like half new content and half like hype old content. So it's like half the work of a normal movie, essentially, right?
Yeah.
So they've like definitely figured out this like metagame where it's like, oh, you make way more money off of movies. And the Jujutsu Kaisen movie that's coming out, like I think in like November or something, is trying to do the exact same thing where they have like the last 2 episodes of the most recent season and then like the start of the next arc, which is supposed to be like hype or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, bro, you don't got it like Demon Slayer's got it.
Bro, imagine pulling up to the theater,
Yeah.
parking the car,
Yeah.
fucking hollow purples next to you.
I guarantee you that person is going to be at the theaters day 1, like opening
Oh yeah,
day.
dude.
of
Yeah.
that-
Multiple
movie.
days. Multiple days.
Yeah,
as
they're
well,
probably going to
too.
go for a week straight and like rewatch it and just like cry every time. But like, I think it's so funny how Demon Slayer has like changed the like anime movie metagame, and they are all trying to copy Demon Slayer, but just like nowhere close. It's like so night and day.
Mhm.
Like,
Like,
there
what do you
was
think is the next closest?
there isn't. So like, I don't know if you. So Jujutsu Kaisen tried to release like a prequel movie, right, featuring like I forget the lore, but like if only Julie were here, but like, you know, it's like a different like main character person is like the feature of the film. It's like a prequel movie essentially.
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
It was like Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Yeah, I went to watch it too. The gross like this thing didn't even make the top 10 of like highest grossing anime films of all time. Like it's just there's no second place. Like no anime like shonen is doing it like Demon Slayer in terms of like the hype and like Demon Slayer is like Marvel pre-Infinity War and everything else is like DC. For my comic book fans out there. Represent. I actually hate comic books. I don't know why I said that.
Represent. Oh,
Dude,
man.
that's another rant I could go on is how shit Marvel is now, but maybe I'm just mad that they're like fucking up Magic the Gathering now too.
Yeah, bro. We don't have to rehash this.
No, every
Conversation how
week,
Magic
once
is
a week,
shit,
once a
but
week.
Your weekly Magic, your monthly update, Magic's
Mhm.
still shit right now.
Magic's
Yeah,
still shit, and we're
Magic's
getting
still
more and
shit.
more disillusioned from it.
It's funny
great.
because it is a good time to do it because we got like the yearly
Roadmap.
schedule, the roadmap.
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't even seen
the roadmap just came out. We won't rehash it. All I'll say: 3 normal sets, 4 universes beyond.
Bro.
Yeah,
Oh god.
Please.
dude,
Let's see. I'm just gonna quickly peep it. Just so
it's
what
crazy.
The fuck?
It's crazy. But again, that I don't know, man. I don't know. I watched the Demon Slayer movie like the week it came out, I think. It's just so good, man. Like it was exactly what I expected and what I wanted.
Okay.
Yeah. It
I don't know,
hit
man.
all the notes. What?
Okay.
What?
Because we're Demon Slayer haters, right?
I'm a Demon Slayer hater.
I'm a Demon Slayer hater.
Eric, you're the one
I'm a
who got
Demon
me
Slayer.
onto Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that may have been the case. But
Yeah,
I'm
that
still a
one
Demon Slayer
episode,
hater.
man. The animation in that one episode.
Wait, yeah, it's
The
good.
animation is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the animation's good. Animation's good.
Dude, what is
The fights
wrong with
still
you?
kind of suck.
Do you have any joy in your life? Like what?
What is wrong with you is so funny.
No, I told you. Like, I'm genuinely still mad about how they did like fake outs in that like entire seat. Like, don't get me started on that.
Okay.
I have a lot of hot takes on it. But
Yeah, it sounds like you do.
like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the fights are pretty. They don't have a lot of substance.
Bro,
like,
it's a battle show.
Really at all. Yeah. What do their fucking abilities do?
How
do they interact?
This is like fucking like the most like crazy like centrist like point of view. It's like, oh, what do their abilities do? Oh, like how does it interact? Oh, it's like it's a fucking battle shonen. It's fake. It looks cool. It's demon versus sword guy. It's cool.
I think that's my thing. Like, I think the world building kind of sucks.
No, it doesn't. It's in Japan. What? It's just in Japan.
There's Michael Jackson.
There's Michael Jackson.
There's
demon Michael Jackson.
I will give them I'll give them points. Their fucking villain is just Michael Jackson. I think that's fucking badass.
Yeah. I think what you're describing is exactly why Demon Slayer is doing so well, because they're not overcomplicating it. It is just as you say. It is just demons bad, humans good.
They're not bad though. We've had this talk. They're not bad. They're injured souls.
Yeah, but that's the other beauty is there's layers to it.
Hurt people.
Exactly,
Stella.
yes. On the surface, it is basic and simple as fuck. But if you look into it, there's a lot of things to sympathize and empathize with the demons.
Deep show.
Because we're all human. You said it was. You argued with me.
Eva, does Tanjiro cry in the movie?
I'm not sure he does in this one.
No way he doesn't. There's zero chance he doesn't.
It's funny that you're like, I don't think he cries in this one.
What? You can't. What? Does it make you uncomfortable to see a young boy cry?
Yeah, you should.
Does that make you uncomfortable? Do you need to like
with kids? I don't want kids crying.
Right? Yeah. Well, okay, but like, there's like uncomfortable, and then there's like uncomfortable. You know, like. You know, it's like, yeah, it could be like a little like like, you know, it's sad, it's bad, but like, does it make you uncomfortable? Like, can you not handle it, man? God, I really came out to just fight today.
Violence.
What's your main grievance with the show?
For Luke?
Me? Oh, I think they don't. It's the classic like pick a tone and stick with it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
There's moments where they're like trying to be humorous, and I'm like, this is not why I'm watching the show, man.
Oh,
and like they're
sure,
trying to be
sure.
goofy, or like the
Yeah,
characters
like
are a
they
little
throw in
silly.
the
And it's like,
little jokes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that. I
when
think,
they introduced the
yeah.
Hashira, I'm like, these guys are all fucking
Yeah,
dumbasses.
these guys are fucking
That
weirdos.
was when I lost interest. I'm like,
Oh,
oh, we're gonna meet
really?
the most powerful swordsman, and then it's like they introduce them and like, wow, these people are all neurotic and also
Yes.
stupid.
Wait, wait. Okay, well, I don't know if they're stupid, but like,
They're
no,
No,
yeah,
pretty
they're
they're all
stupid, man.
no,
crazy.
they're pretty fucking dumb.
No, yeah, you have to be to fight fucking demons. Like, if it were you and me, I'd be like, no, I'm
I
leaving.
would have a gun. And that one guy, he's badass for that. He's got a fucking gun. He's smart.
He does have a gun. He does. He does. But like,
They're crazy, but crazy in a way that was like annoying.
Yeah, it's like the caricature type character where it's just like they're so one dimensional as far as characters that it's kind of annoying. Where like they have like one gimmick or shtick and that's it. Like
they
there's
have
no
to
real depth
be.
beyond that.
There's not enough time
They
to fully
don't-
flesh out all of them. They get more
Maybe
fleshed
they
out as
should-
you learn about them. If whatever.
Ah,
Man,
yes,
whatever.
towards the last 15 minutes of every fucking big fight.
And they could have just had them there and like not tried to shoehorn in all of their like little character traits. They could have just been like, whoa. Then there's like a degree of mystery, like, whoa, who are these people?
You
What
don't
are
know who they
And
are.
then-
What do you mean?
No. When they start bickering and start opening yapping, and you're like,
Like,
God,
yapping.
these people are all
There's
insufferable.
like barely a single like there's so few interactions between these characters that are not framed as humorous. And they're only there for the gag. There's so many different ways in filmmaking and just in media in general where literally like 2 lines of dialogue can tell a lot as far as their story, the backstory, why they think the way they think, and things like that.
Sure.
But like they don't really provide that in the show. They only ever give this at like the 15-minute end mark of every fight where maybe they're about to die, or like they want to give sympathies, or like whatever not, right? We don't get any of this prior to that because it's all like gag interactions. Every single one. Right? Like
I
it's
don't know,
so
man.
maddening. Like none of the characters get ever developed, and then they do that exposit dump at the very end, and then you're like, I'm supposed to care about this.
I hear what you're saying. I get it. This is like very like Demon Slayer coded, and a lot of like shows do this, and I agree it's not the greatest where it's like you're doing the thing, and the moment you need some relevant information, they show it to you. They don't foreshadow, they don't like give you like, oh, here's a scene that's like happening, and you're like, oh, that was interesting, and then later on it's like, oh, this makes sense. You know, it doesn't like it doesn't expect a lot from the viewer in terms of keeping track of what's happening, and it doesn't like try to introduce someone or make you care about them before they're like, oh shit, cool sword thing, you know? Like they show you they're a cool sword dude first, and then they're like, oh, who are they, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's fine.
for me, I get that. Like not every show has to be that. But I think when you have this like really like they try to frame it as really serious, that's where I get tired of that, right? Because like you already know how I stand on when it comes to shows that emotionally manipulate, right? And it's kind of a tangential way to do that, essentially.
Dude, saying
Right.
Demon Slayer is like trying to emotionally manipulate you is crazy.
Wait, am I not wrong though?
No, I think you are, yeah. Like I think
Okay.
you're as wrong as like every show is like trying to emotionally manipulate you, like
So-
objectively.
Like I've mentioned this point before. I'm pretty sure on the pod, but like just to like reiterate on it, like spoiler. I guess if you haven't watched it, but like yeah, it's basically the last season. I think it was a Sword Arc, or not, where basically Nezuko gets in the sun, right? She
Sure.
quote unquote sacrifices herself to save Tanjiro, and there was like a 3-minute long or like 4-minute long musical section where it's like a flashback of her life. Like they're trying to play it off like she's fucking dead. And anyone who's like not a 5-year-old knows she's not fucking dead.
Dude,
Like
I
that's them trying to just like emotionally like have these beats where like you're like, bro, like come on.
it's so
Like, we
funny.
know she's fine.
I feel like I see where our differences are, and it's cause like I see a show like Code Geass, which I think is great, but has like a few key flaws where it's like, yeah, this didn't really make sense, or like everyone points to the fucking pizza episode or whatever, where they make a giant pizza. And I'm like, it's kind of funny. But like
That's
everyone's
kinda
like
sick.
everyone's like, really, Code Geass, remember the pizza episode? And it's like, yeah, I remember the pizza episode. What about the rest of the show? Like, I get that there are moments that are maybe not satisfying or disliked, but I think as a totality, like overall, I think the show is actually quite consistent with what it's like presenting. And I think like objectively, like, why is it so big? It's literally just because of the animation is just like sick as fuck, right? Like that's why everyone shows up. That's it.
This is unrelated,
Yeah.
but kind of related. I know what will dethrone Demon Slayer the movie.
No, you don't. Don't say it.
Yeah.
What?
The next One Piece movie.
No.
Whenever they put one out.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Global. It's the greatest story of all time, Teva. It's the greatest story ever told.
I mean, I will say, is there a Demon Slayer card that's worth $5,000? I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, I don't know about that. That's fair. Is there a One Piece card worth $5,000 or whatever?
Yeah, there is. My friend actually pulled it. It's
card.
Like
I thought you said a car, and I was like, that's weird. Most cards are way more than $5,000. Fair enough. Yeah, it's funny. So when I went to Japan, that was one of the things I noticed is the One Piece TCG is popping off right now. People do love One Piece. Greatest story ever told, yada, yada, yada. Honestly, I say, hurry it the fuck up. Why isn't it over yet?
Yeah, honestly.
Like, yeah.
Jimmy and I are still watching it, and by the time we get to the new stuff,
yeah,
it'll be just in time for us to watch the show end.
Dude, exactly. Well, that's the thing, is from what I've heard about One Piece, like, at some point, the anime takes a nosedive because they started trying to make episodes to match weekly releases of chapters. And one chapter of a manga does not equal one anime episode. So it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where one of the things I love and respect about Demon Slayer is how, in terms of artistic integrity, it is like stayed pretty true to its message. Like from the very beginning, it's like, here's evil demon Michael Jackson. He is the final boss. He's the thing to beat. And you know the whole way through, like, this is what we're building towards. This is what we want. We want to beat evil Michael Jackson. And then they beat evil Michael Jackson, and something beautiful happens. The show fucking ends. Like, you know, it's just, like, I don't know, maybe One Piece will end with, like, him getting the One Piece or something. I don't know. Maybe he'll fight God or something. That's what happened in, like, Naruto. So, like, I don't know.
Naruto fights God?
I think so. They fight, like, the moon or some shit. I don't know, dude.
It's time to watch Naruto, boys.
I lost track, man. It's... He becomes Hokage, I think, and then they're like, hey, by the way, here's God to fight, or something. I don't know. I forget, dude.
Hey, Naruto, someone's on the line for you.
Yeah.
Picks up. Hello? Naruto, it's me, God.
It's me, God. I'm here to fight you and my moon people. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure...
I can't believe how much you guys have strong opinions in opposite directions about Demon Slayer.
It is kind of funny. It tracks for us though. I see it. I get it. This is like I think with a lot of my close friends, we disagree in like different key fundamental ways. Like me and you know who are like this with like Demon Slayer. We're like on the exact same page. But then other shit will come up. I'll be like, you're stupid.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You're dumb. And I think with Eric and I, there's like shows where we're like, oh, we're like on the same page, like Mob Psycho, and then it's just like Demon Slayer, you're dumb.
Yeah, and you are, and that's okay.
And that's okay. It's all right, dude.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where maybe it's also like that everyone likes it. I meant that turns you off. Maybe there's also like an element of that, but I do just think like I straight up that when I was talking about that musical thing, I straight skipped it. I was like, I scanned through it. I was like, yeah. I'm not sitting through 4 minutes of this.
Oh, totally.
Like, that is way too.
I mean, long. To be fair, I think it like you have picked like one of the lowest points of the Demon Slayer like show. Like unironically, like I agree. It's kind of like they overshowed. They like tried too hard, and it I think lost impact because they tried too hard. So I agree with you. But cool sword.
Cool sword? Cool sword. Visuals?
Cool sword.
There's always the debate of like, are those visuals even there? Not really.
Yeah. Dude, which
is always kind of a funny thing to think about.
It's so funny because when I was watching the movie, I typed this as like a topic because it was like in my brain. I had like just listened to the Lemonade Stand like pod episode where they talked about like gerrymandering. And I'm like, Demon Slayer is just fucking gerrymandering, dude. Like, most shonen battle manga are just gerrymandering. They literally take everything so that the main character wins by, like, a sliver. They, like, they rig every fight.
Okay.
It's like evil should win like 60-40, but they gerrymander that shit and then the good guys win. It's like, oh, you just like barely scraped by. Oh my god, we put all the powers right where they needed to be, and boom, you win. And it's like, this is corrupt. The evil people should win.
Gonna lie, that's exactly how I fucking felt finishing JJK. I was like, God, I would have given them so many points for Sugano to just win.
Yeah.
I think it would have been so sick. Cause
wait, spoilers?
Like,
he loses?
No
bad guy
way.
loses?
I'm
No.
so sorry
Evil
to
guy?
find it this way.
The evil
Yeah.
guy?
Would in fact not win. But yeah, it was just one of those things where it was just like, man, it looks so terribly hopeless. There's literally no way for them to win this unless ass pulls happen. And guess what fucking happens? Ass pulls.
Dude, speaking of ass pulls, I was having a conversation with my partner, total tangent to this, but like, we were like kind of talking about like, so full disclosure, you know, some people, they like ass. They're like, they like looking at butts. I think especially in like Portland, a lot of people are like, you just want to like people, you just like a good butt, right? And
Where are you going with this, man?
dude, this is a crazy tangent. This is a crazy aside, but like, I don't know how to even get here, but like, we were just talking about how like, this is TMI for the pod, but like my mom, she's always telling me, it's like, dude, I'm so glad you got my ass. She'll say butt, but like she'll be like, oh, you're like, you have such a nice butt. It's so nice. Oh my god, I'm so glad you like got my butt and not your dad's. And like just talking. Yeah. What?
Your dad has a nice butt, though, I'm sure.
Have you looked at it? Is it? So this is where I'm going. I was talking with my partner and she was like, really? And I'm like, yeah, like you didn't notice? Because self-admittedly, my partner's like, I love butts, you know? I love looking at ass. Fair enough. Respect. And so I was like, you didn't like notice my parents' butt? And she was like, well, I guess I wasn't looking. I'm like, yeah. And she's like, wait, let me check my mind palace. And I was like, your what? My mind palace. And I'm like, your mind palace. And so then she went through her memory of butts and she's like, yeah, you do have your mom's butt. I'm like, how do you remember this? She's got like a tuned in, locked in memory for butts.
That's impressive, I will say.
Yeah. And so you were like, oh, doesn't your dad have like a nice butt? I'm like, I don't know. Were you looking? Do you know? Like a bit of a catch-22.
I mean, we could try to confirm that.
I mean, you could. I know the
drive
answer.
over there right now, Eric.
You want to drive over?
Just message your dad and ask him to send a picture really quick. I'm sure he'll watch.
I don't think he'd like that. I don't think he'd
Send
like
a picture.
Yeah.
Send a picture is insane.
Dude, it's just funny because it's like this all comes because my mom is like, she said it so many times throughout my life that like it is ingrained in my body. It's like I've never paid attention, but she's like, I'm so happy. I'm like, it's mom. But it's funny because every time I like send you climbing videos, I feel like my like ass is just like full front, and I think it's part of the way I like cling to the wall, especially when I was like not good at climbing. But like I was just like ass out on there, you know?
You know, it's funny you say that because I was just watching a video of me climbing like the other day. I was like, huh, I look a little juicier than normal. And I think this was the angle.
Dude, sometimes it is the angle, but I'm like,
yeah,
it's so crazy to send people like climbing videos because you're kind of just like, okay, yeah, look at the climbing, but also my like butt's like right there.
But I think this is a you thing, man.
No, I think this is universal. No.
I don't know, man.
Dude, I've been getting into so many like minor like I won't call them fights or arguments, but like conversations with my partner where we're contentious against each other. And our most recent thing, it's been like warm here in Portland, and she like every day is like, dude, it's so hot. I'm like, it's a little warm. and every time she'll be like, why don't you just say it's hot? It's like, well, it's not really hot, you know? It's not warm enough to be hot. It's like, it's just a little warm. It's like unpleasantly warm, but it's not like, oh, I'm so hot, you know?
Right.
And then I realized I'm just the same as you, Luke. We are the same, but in different directions.
Okay. Go on.
Because in college, you would never admit that it was cold.
Oh, yeah, because it never was.
No, you literally, it was cold. I was like, damn,
no, we
it's
were in
cold out
sunny
here.
San Francisco, San Diego.
Yeah,
Pleasant.
it was like 50 something outside. I'd be like, oh, it's cold, and you're like, it's like brisk.
It's
It's like maybe a little cool, like chilly. Yeah, but you
not
just
cold.
would you would be like, yeah, it's cold. I'm like, wow, you're insufferable, and so am I.
I think you're the outnumbered one here, Tev. I'm not gonna lie.
What? Well, you don't
I
have
think-
nerve endings. I don't know what's up with you. Like,
You're missing a lot.
like you literally are like you're the t-shirt and shorts guy when everyone else is like wearing a sweater. So like, I don't trust your opinion.
Okay, valid. But I did say I was cold that one time when I was in Hokkaido.
When it
Yeah,
was
man,
like
it's snowing.
it was like 15 degrees outside. Yeah, it's cold.
It was cold.
It is. That is cold.
Yeah. See, I've
Luke,
got nerve endings.
You're just lucky you've never had to be anywhere where it's actually cold. You've been
Yeah,
scraping
well-
by, mister.
No, it's not actually cold.
Well,
Never
there
anywhere.
are dude. There are like these videos I get sometimes on Reddit where it's like person who lives where it's always like minus 50 degrees Celsius or something. I don't know. That might be like lethal, but it's like minus like 30 year round, and it's like
Yeah.
this is insane. It's like, yeah, I walk outside for 5 minutes to like get this, and my eyelashes are frozen over. I have to like get my little ice pick to like, you know, get them unfrozen when I go back inside. I'm like, this is insane. It's
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like the coldest part of the I think it's like some part in Siberia, if I remember.
Probably,
is,
yeah.
Pretty fucking cold, turns out.
Yeah.
But you know, Luke is right though, because remember our physics teacher is telling us all the time, it's not cold, you know. It's the absence of heat.
Dude, that's
So, you
the
know.
same dumbass statement as like guns don't kill people, change the velocity kills people.
Oh my god. Dude, I didn't realize you were going there. That is funny. Yeah, it's like, oh, falling from a building isn't what kills you, hitting the ground is, or whatever, you know, like
The
Yeah.
like speed doesn't kill you, you know, it's the sudden deceleration. that
sudden
kills
changes
you.
in acceleration. Like, god, dude, physics people are either the coolest people you'll meet because they're just very chill, or they're like insufferable. It's
Yeah,
one or
it's
the
like,
other.
well, we've invented language as a way to communicate and understand things, and you're being deliberately annoying with
Yeah.
it.
That just describes many people on this planet.
I remember like our friend who is in Chicago, I feel like she's gotten better with the cold. Like she used to be very sensitive with that previously.
That
But
is
now
true.
she lives there. She got acclimated.
Yeah.
Mostly. Probably.
I think
So,
she
you
just
know-
wears like 4 layers and it's fine.
That could probably also be very true.
Yeah.
But you know, she's more powerful for it now.
Dude, I've acclimated to like Portland. Portland, it's like probably like 10 degrees ish cooler or something than like the Bay or whatever. And like those 10 degrees make a difference, but like I've
Yeah, man,
adjusted.
it's never hot there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
God, that
Dude.
sounds lovely.
Dude, what do you think the like record high temperature for like the city of Portland is?
Probably like 110.
Yeah, right about
Yeah,
it's
I
like
would
one
assume, like,
it's like 115.
Hmm.
Yeah.
damn, that sounds
115 is
awful.
actually kind of hot.
That's hotter than
Dude,
like
I'm just like
I was
going
like,
outside. I'm like, damn,
no, it's
it's
not.
really
I
warm
like,
right now.
actually think that's hotter than most heat I've ever experienced ever here.
I had to be outside that day for like a short period of time, like just walking like back and forth in places. And I was like, oh my god, this is what
Wait, you were
Arizona
there when
feels
the record
like.
was set.
Wait,
Yeah.
You
I was.
experienced that?
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder it was so hot there.
Well,
Was,
Temba.
was this like 2
Yeah.
years ago? I feel like I remember seeing headlines about
I
something
think
like
I think
that.
it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I brought the heat.
I think the hottest it's ever been here was like 105?
Dude, weak
It's
stuff.
probably gone to
108?
110 here.
We've gone, oh yeah, but like in like recent memory, I can think
Hmm.
of.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Dude, this like global warming shit or something.
Someone needs to
crazy.
do something about it like
Someone
30
should really...
years ago.
Yeah, literally. Well, you know, it's too late now. Why worry about it? You know, the boomers won't have to deal with it, so it's not really that important, you know?
That's true. That's true. It's not their problem. It's not
the-
their problem.
the
It's not,
small
not gonna be
sigh.
very much longer.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's something I like talk to people all the time. It's like obviously we talked about like science when it works well, it works behind the scenes, and it works so well that people forget things are a fucking problem.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
it's so funny that you say that because there was so my program we had a like yearly retreat or whatever. It was kind of a little scuffed due to budget cuts, but we had this talk from like kind of like this professor who's like kind of almost like our program mascot or whatever, and he basically said like he heard a great quote when he was younger, which is like, when you mix science and politics, all you get is politics. I was like, damn, those are such
Yeah.
bars.
No, and it's true.
I'm like,
Like,
that's
it
beautiful.
genuinely is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, do you remember like the issue with like acid rain back in like, I don't know, 2008?
I
Maybe
don't
maybe
remember
even
this.
earlier than that. Basically, there was just like this huge scare when it came to like acid rain, and then like the ozone layer, and basically all these issues of
Sure.
that, like the whole ozone layer. And then we found out like PFCs were like a big part of what caused the degradation of the ozone layer,
Mhm.
and we
PF
fucking
Chang's?
banned that shit. Yes, PF Chang's, notoriously known
Dude.
for
No
going out
way.
personally
Not Mr.
himself
Chang.
and
No.
taking a fucking needle and poking it through the ozone layer over
Dude.
multiple years. No. I think it's perfluorocarbons.
That
There were
makes
things
sense,
that were
sure.
found in a lot of, I think it was refrigerators, and then also like aerosols, right? Yeah,
Yeah, I think
remember.
aerosols were the big ones,
Yeah,
right?
and then we banned that shit because we found out that like, hey, these are bad for the environment. And then we informed policy and banned it, and then we didn't really have that as much of an issue anymore.
Yeah.
It happened pretty quick in the span of like a decade, if not much less than that, actually.
Yeah.
And that's because there were not a lot of monetary interest involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I mean,
love
I'm sure there
everything.
were, but
Not enough
I-
for people to fucking lobby over it.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I mean that's just always how it goes, right?
I think
It's always money.
people have just like figured out the game a little too well now. And like people just don't care as much. Like they've realized, like, I don't know, maybe this is like a crazy take, but I feel like people are very short-sighted generally, and if they realize, oh, there's a way to like meet my short-term want, I will just pick that option. Like I think people
Yeah.
have like stopped planning or thinking about like long-term futures, and it gets worse and worse as like people get more depressed and like the long-term outlook looks worse. I think people opt for bad people, included corporations, whatever, for like, I'm going to do this thing cuz it's good for me now. Right? It's like the like rant post about millennials and their little treats of avocado toast is why they can't buy houses or whatever. Like, but like we need our little treats cuz otherwise, you have to live in the real world. Like if I don't have my coffee and pastries, I'm just existing.
Yeah, wouldn't
know?
that be a shame?
Yeah.
Just existing.
Just existing, dude. I don't know how you do it, man.
Me neither.
Dude, you're I, it's funny. I feel like COVID made me so much more extroverted. Like COVID changed me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think I went through just a period of so much alone time that I'm like, damn, I miss people. I miss humans. I like talking to people that I like, but
Yeah, it's fair.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's the same for. Obviously, we know like I had more of a change that time, and we were like obviously debating this like a while ago.
Yeah.
But I still like I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if I have like become leaning more extrovert. I was like, no, that's not the case because every time anyone who's extroverted invites me out to things, I like, nah, I'm good. It's like I don't
That's
want to
fair.
deal with all that shit.
But-
I want to stay at home and fucking play games. That's all I want to do.
I totally get that. I think it really depends on the context. Like, I think if it's like a group of like 4 people, that's great. And if it's like 10 people, I'm like, no, I'm good. Like,
I think
yeah.
if it's also like trying something really new, really wacky, I'm like sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. It just if it's food, yes, food is the easiest thing. That like
Dude.
literally, if you ask me, like it doesn't matter who you are. If you're like, hey, let's get food, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, okay, let's go.
Dude, you would
Like
be
that will always work.
Yeah. No, that's fair. You're very food motivated. You're like, you're very just very like dog coded. I don't
I'm
know.
a fucking dog. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say, man. I'm literally just a fucking animal
Yeah.
on 4 legs.
No, that's fair. Hey, I
Like-
respect it, man. But yeah, I feel like it's like one of those things where, and we talk about this a lot on the pod, but like as we get older, as people get more busy in their lives, as everyone has their own thing going on, it's like, damn, I miss the time I have with my friends, and it makes it like relatively more valuable, right? Because it's more scarce. So I try to appreciate the time I have to like spend with people and like just be there with them. Like I feel like I appreciate it way more now.
You're saying you wish you could turn back time?
Yeah, to the
To
good
the
old days.
The good old
Oh
days.
my god, kill yourselves. Yeah. I also think it's interesting because I think it's like kind of like I don't know. I've just been thinking a lot. Like I think I consume maybe a little too much content about like mental health and wellness and like the state of the world in that regard. But I feel like especially like you hear just so much about like young men like struggling right now. And like I can't help but think it's like related to the rise of like podcast bros. Cause it's like it is like always podcast bros, right? Like there are podcasts like obviously with women, but I think you see way more like these podcasts with like dudes just talking to each other. And I think it's because like I don't know what it is, but like
Save yourself. Stop listening now. Turn it
you
off.
can stop.
Turn
You
off
can
the
stop.
podcast.
You can stop.
You can change it. You can reverse it.
You can
You
reverse
can go
that.
back to how
You
things
can
were.
turn
Just
back
stop listening.
time. Yeah.
Turn off our podcast now.
But like I think part of it is like low key. If like we didn't do this, I don't know when we'd like get to talk to each other and like have like, you know, good conversations and catch up with each other. Like we need like a structured activity, you know?
Yeah, and like I know I think you're right because again we're not the kind of group that like texts each other, right? Like I think
Yeah, we hate each other.
we fucking hate each other. I text grand total of like maybe 2 people a day.
Yeah.
That's probably it, realistically. And like maybe half that's like work related.
Wow. Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people sometimes like, oh, I'd be let's talk to them. Like I just never do.
Yeah,
Exists.
I'm a very like sporadic texter. Like I text
Yeah.
in bursts for sure.
Yeah, and it's just again that's just how it goes, you know. Like we're not the type to feel that, so that's why we have these activities to
Yeah.
catch back up, talk about things, and it's still great.
I feel like I
Never-
think it is great, but I feel like
Yeah.
if I don't have like a scheduled designated activity like on the calendar, like if I can't make it easy for myself to do it, like I'm not gonna remember. It's like, oh my goodness, it's been like 2 months since I talked with this person and a month since I talked with this person, and I need to like catch up with them and like send messages. Like I just like having the event on the calendar, and then it's like, oh my god, my friends. You know?
And that,
You
yeah,
know?
it's a nice thing to look forward to, honestly. Like
Yeah.
So you're justifying
Podcast bros,
Our-
yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're justifying the negative impact we're having on the world as a whole.
Yes, exactly. Well, I think it's like one
Because
of
it's
those
good
things.
for us.
It's good for us. Well, I think it's like a symptom more than a like I don't think podcast bros are causing this, but I think like dude, I think maybe we should kiss each other goodnight, you know, on the lips. No, I'm kidding.
hello, sweetie pie.
Do you think this
Hey,
is how Rogan
sweetie.
feels every week? He's like, damn, if I don't
Yeah.
have this scheduled conversation with this friend, my life is going to go downhill.
No, I don't think so.
Do you think that man thinks?
I think well, I admittedly have like never listened to him, so I really
same.
don't know. But like I think he probably enjoys spewing whatever shit he's thinking about.
I thought you were
I-
just going to say the money.
I'm sure he enjoys the
that
money
too.
too, but I think like even like there's some people where it doesn't matter how much you pay them, they could not like do it. They just would like hate it so much.
Hmm.
And he clearly doesn't. Is what I gather.
Yeah, I mean, like I think he does have a lot of enjoyment for what he does. I still think he's like, if you ask me, I think he's a net negative for the world.
I mean,
Personally,
dude, let's not get radical here, okay? Like let's keep it centrist. You never know. Whatever you like. Like I don't know. I think I don't know enough since I don't listen to him, so I can't really comment or judge. I have a bias to agree based on what I've heard. I don't know. But I do think there's like something fascinating about like why is he so popular and big? Like what is he doing that resonates with so many people? Like even if you don't like it, like you don't like Demon Slayer, but it clearly resonates with a lot of people. So it must be doing something that like appeals broadly to people.
or the people are stupid and are wrong.
Right, yes. Well, that is maybe the case with Joe Rogan, but clearly not with Demon Slayer, so it's like, you know, you kind of got a bit of this, bit of that.
Oh, man.
Right. Uh-huh.
But yeah, no.
I as someone who like really appreciates just like
science communicators. We've talked about
Right.
this endlessly in the past.
Yeah.
That is something he is not. Like he
No.
takes anyone onto his podcast, gives them a platform, and like it's fine if you have a platform. I think it's also important to just think critically and not just accept every little thing you hear as fact.
I think one of the most critical things we should teach people is that their decision making is fundamentally emotional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, even with us too, like, I think everyone likes to coat their thought process in logic. We like to think of us as humans, cognitive, like rational beings. If you like study neuroscience, you're like, oh, the cortex and the frontal lobes, and it's like this is what makes us human and so smart. And it's like, bro, at our core, we are like so emotionally like driven in everything, and our mind will literally like, I don't have the studies right now to back this up, but in my mind, I feel like what
Just
I've
like
seen
Joe
and
Rogan.
heard is exactly like my understanding is a lot of times what will happen is you'll get brain activity in your like emotional processing centers first, and then your like rational cognitive centers, which kind of implies that you will feel the emotion first, and then your mind will come up with the rational reasoning. Right now, this might be like a little biased. I don't know. I would want the actual studies and papers to like make it as a claim, but I think if you like introspect and kind of look, you'll notice you get your feeling first, and then you have your reasoning.
Yeah.
And
Which
so, like,
I think it's just
yeah.
Oh no, sorry, yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So when like I look at these people and we're like, we need to teach critical thinking. I 100% agree with you, but I also think it's kind of important to understand that like critical thinking itself is so biased based on your preconceived emotions and ideas.
Yeah, and I'm all about that critical drinking. All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
brother.
I was waiting for
No.
you to like do another Nick comment of something. I was like, what's he gonna come up with next? I like knew it was coming.
No, I think no, you're 100% right? Because at the end of the day, your critical thinking is still framed in your past experiences and your lived experiences, right? Which totally makes sense. And that's why science is kind of nice.
Science is awesome. Science is sick. It's funny though, because I watch a lot of content that kind of like also talks about like kind of like Western neuroscience and then like Eastern like kind of almost yogic like perspectives on cognition, right? So it's like just an interesting blend of both. I think it's cool to see how different cultures have like conceptualized this. But I think there's like this yogic perspective or idea that like all your thoughts that you ever have, will have, can have are either a what's the word? A consequence of your sensory organs taking in stimulation, like, you know, senses from the outside world, or the memory of things your sensory organs have been exposed to. And like nothing else. That's where all your thoughts come from, is things your sensory organs have experienced or are experiencing right now. Which I thought was like just a cool concept of like, you have a thought and it's like, well, it's because you like touched, felt, saw, heard something before, right? I just think it's an interesting thing that like very much resonated with me, because I'm, you know, I did neuroscience, you know, PhD. I'm interested in like, how do we get like our thoughts? Like that's always been a thing that like I thought was like crazy. Like where do thoughts come from? And it's from my beautiful voice right now.
No, and that's where that's when you mentioned like Eastern ideas, especially compared to like Western medicine and science, right? And that's something I remember as like a young kid I always found kind of fascinating, is that there was a lot of Chinese medicine out there, right? That has, you know, if anyone in Cantonese friends knows like Yi Hei, and we've all heard of that at some point if we have any Cantonese
Some of it
friends,
seems
right?
very dubious, right?
Right.
And then you
But,
try
like,
some of it and like it kind of low key works.
Yeah, right. And in a lot of cases, the outcome, like the correlative things are kind of the same across both practices sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just the reasoning behind it is not, like, they don't align in a lot of cases.
Yeah, it really depends on a case by case. But yeah, I think there's things where it's like, oh no, your humors are bad or whatever. It's just like random stuff. But like a lot of the practices that like have made it on and passed on, it's because they odds are like they worked more than they didn't, right?
Yeah.
Like
Exactly. And this is why we should still continue bloodletting.
right, yes. Did you know bloodletting is the most practiced, like throughout all of human history, most practiced, I probably said this on pod already, most practiced and not effective at all. Like just completely ineffective. Does literally
Really
nothing.
Yeah.
People are like,
It is-
"Oh, I'm feeling a little lighter now." It's like, "Yeah, you have less blood."
No, like genuinely right now, and like, I swear, like, this is me throwing a number out there. Like 65% of all, no, it's got to be actually more than that. But of all the misconstrued bits of science, it's just people not understanding correlation versus causation.
Oh, sure.
Like,
Yeah, that's a big one.
Like, it has to be more than that. Like, obviously, right now, as it goes, right, we have good old lovely Kate Jr.
Oh my god, kill me.
No, I swear. Like, sitting on the sidelines. Oh, I say the sidelines. Unfortunately, I am part of this fucking system. But sitting here and watching the rhetoric right now when it comes to medicine is maddening. Because like people are saying like it's a Harvard research saying that like Tylenol causes autism, and it's like, okay, like one, there's a lot of facts already incorrect with that.
Yeah.
From what I had seen from it, but it's just like the study found like there was a correlation, but that does not equate to causation at all. Like not even close.
There's a really cool website. I forget what it is, but like it basically shows you like spurious correlations that have no basis. That just like if you look at enough things, you will find a correlation between like shark attacks and llama births in like South America. You know, like you can like find these like random correlations if you just take enough data, and the sheer randomness in the world will cause things to randomly correlate. And sometimes that's like a true correlation and there's a reason, there's like, you know, a confounding, there's like a core variable that does cause the correlation, but a lot of times it's like, okay, it's a correlation. Like in this context, like, does it hold? Is it like consistent? You know, there are all these other questions you can ask.
Yeah. And like, and that's why science is cool. Cause like you can ask these questions and you can do research and then have people check that and say like, wow, this actually is correct. Let's look into it more and do something about it. But people just don't understand. Like, there's this fundamental misunderstanding of just what science is in general. And then,
Totally.
I
think
you don't need me to tell you that. Obviously, I appreciate
no,
the quiet here. Obviously,
I think
just
as
ranting
someone
more so.
I mean, everyone needs a good rant now and then, right? Like, I feel it. I like to rant. It's tough out here for like people our age. Like, it is hard, and I think there's a lot to rant about. Yeah,
in science-based fields. It's good. It's a really great time now.
It's tough. I think going through like a lot of scientific training, it's like kind of humbling in a way because like you said, yeah, a lot of people don't have a great conceptualization of science, and like going through it, like I get why there's a distrust of science, because a lot of the time in science you are saying like this is our best guess. Like we don't know this. Like some things we know pretty confidently, but other things we're like seeing it more often than not. This is like our best guess with the information we have of what is happening here. And, you know, if you want to take action, this is the action we'd recommend taking. It doesn't mean it's 100% guaranteed. Like, how many things in life are 100% guaranteed? Like, we're so spoiled. And again, back to ranting about the Bay Area. I feel like people are so spoiled for like certainty and like being sure of like what's coming next in the future. And it's like, life doesn't work that way. We just don't know. We try our best given what we know. We try and do things to make sure that what we're seeing is real. But again, it's our best guess. Like, you can't, if we knew these things, we wouldn't be doing science on them because we'd already know them. Like,
yeah,
that's kind of how it
even
goes.
with like physics, right? That's something that we like to think we understand, right? On the day, because that's something that affects our daily lives, and we do have a decent grasp of a lot of things, but there's a lot that can throw that out the window at times as well too.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it comes to space and a lot of the unknowns regarding that as well.
Yeah.
And so that's where like I get that there is this thing again, like the climate change thing, right? Back in like 2000s, like late 2010s era, right? Where we're like, oh, we like shift the wording from global warming to like climate change, right? Because we had a better understanding of things, right? But a lot of people took that and were like, oh, but the science was wrong then. Why should we believe it now? It's like, well, I mean, like, valid, like actually valid, right? Valid thought process, a little simplified.
It's
a little oversimplified as far as what,
fair
like,
idea. I've always found it a little bizarre that someone is like, look, they've changed what they're thinking. It's like, if I think I'm wrong, should I not change what I'm thinking? You know, like,
yeah.
You kind of
Like-
have to with new information. Like,
Dude, something I love is
Yeah.
people are like, the scientific community is covering this up. And it's like, dude, if there's a scientific breakthrough, isn't that what you want to be known for? Being the
Yeah.
scientist who's like, this is how things are.
but you know, like modern like mainstream science doesn't want you to know that. It's like,
dude, modern mainstream science wants you to know like everything. People just don't want to know, and sometimes it's like it's complicated. It's hard to explain, and it's hard to be like punchy and like like digestible for like everyone. Like a lot of it is like being worked on, and you get these like headlines that are like biased based on whoever's sending it. Like it's so funny when I talk with like people from like even my dad and like people in the Bay about like, oh my god, all this stuff in biology, and I like hear about it. I'm like, dude, they're like nowhere close. Like they're not close to like what you think is happening. You are like extrapolating many years into the future of like the progress that could happen here, but like we're not close to like planting a chip, putting a chip in your brain. Like it just
They said we'd be having sex with robots this year.
I mean,
and they were right.
You can still do that, I guess, but like I
Robots
would.
come in a lot of different fashions and forms, man. I gotta say.
Yeah, it depends on how your loose term of like a robot, and but like
you had to use the word loose there, huh?
yeah, you had to use the word. Okay, anywho, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is in the world,
Yeah.
and it's okay. And
No.
unfortunately, especially with COVID, I think science has like been it's been put on the political podium of like, here's this thing that like is antagonistic towards you, and it's like, nah, man, we like actually want to help like everyone. Like we don't care. We just want to figure out what's like how something works so we can like do something about it.
What does we mean, Teva? Are you part of
It's-
mainstream science?
It's unfortunate that in health there is an industry that is actively antagonistic to consumers, which
Yes,
is
that
healthcare.
is
Well,
true.
which I think it's important to note that we were speaking strictly from like an American lens.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And that's
100%.
kind of the thing, like when we say the world, like we really don't mean like the world. Like it's really like mainly America, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah.
there's gonna be subsects and other small portions of the population across the world that are also gonna be in the same spot. It does seem, and this is purely anecdotal, it does really sound and seem as far as like we are the biggest voice when it comes to all this anti-intellectualism that's occurring at the moment. I don't know if that's actually the case. This is purely me just kind of guessing, but it really feels that way, and it's a little difficult to manage at times,
I think it's
you know?
very heightened living in America and being in America. I think there's kind of like growing trends across the world like of this kind of thing. I don't know the exact nature, but like I do hear that like in Europe there's also in many countries like kind of this like unrest. I forget what the stat was. It might have been like 2024 or something. There was something where like every election like across multiple countries like the incumbent like lost. So like
Mhm.
across the world like everyone was like, we want a change. So I think there's like growing global like trends and unrest and all this stuff. Like I don't think anywhere in the world is like, we're doing amazing and we love this. Like I think there like every place has its issues. I think in terms of anti-intellectualism, it does feel particularly bad in the US, especially because the US has been like honestly such a leader in that field for like a long time. And it's just, it is disheartening to be like, damn, not gonna lie, soon enough, and I don't think it'll take very long, like China will be like the scientific center of the world. Like it's just what's gonna happen. Like if you don't fund science and you don't commit to like recruiting the top talent you can get, people who like really care, really are really into it, if you don't fund scientific research that's important, like you're just not gonna be the like people take for granted that the US is like so central to like the global everything. And like it's not a coincidence. There are multiple factors that contribute to that, and if you take away those factors, you will very quickly not be that. So
yeah, soon enough you'll be listening to 3 Chinese people on this podcast.
exactly, yeah, exactly. They'll take. Yeah, it's funny. Sorry, I know that was probably a little too radical for you, Luke. We'll tone it down, man. I'm sorry. We just get so passionate about these things,
No, it's like, have I ever talked to you guys about Mini Minutemen? It's like just one of the
science educators that I do
I think
like
you've mentioned
a lot
it
right now.
before, but
I think I
like, you
have,
can
right?
shout it out. Yeah.
But
Sponsor us, please. Thank you.
did I? That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But no, have I more specifically have I mentioned because he did basically a piece recently talking about basically like this one grifter who basically mentions a lot of just conspiracy theories, anti-science stuff, and is like, oh, like what do they want you to know, kind of a thing. And unfortunately, a lot of the reason why they do that is to peddle products that are health supplements.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course. Yeah.
Rogan.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, like actually, right?
100%.
And so, and Joe Rogan also gets mentioned in this same, well, I say video, it's a 3-part video,
Series.
each like 2 hours long a piece. But the reason why I bring it up is because he starts talking about the dangers of doing that, essentially, right? The concrete dangers of all that kind of stuff. And basically, he mentions, are you familiar with the 2019 measles outbreak in Samoa?
No, I'm not.
So basically, I'm just gonna look a quick summary of it.
Okay, for sure. You can.
I don't know if it was 2019, but I think it was 2018.
It's funny you say that because I remember like reading a Reddit post like about like it was like a former like CDC worker or something, and they were just kind of venting. It's like, yeah, you don't like it's such a thankless job because you don't know when they do a good job because you don't hear about it, right?
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
we prevented this outbreak, but no one cares. It's like, well, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, yeah.
And that's what that kind of like alludes back to what I mentioned earlier, where it's like, unfortunately, science when it works really well, you don't. It's just not known, right? But unfortunately, there was a bit of a tragedy in 2018 where, I think 2 children were. It doesn't really matter the amount. Some children were vaccinated against measles, but there
Oh.
was an unfortunate mix-up where they did not get the vaccine. They got something else that basically caused them to die, which is very tragic.
Was
And
this measles?
I don't know if maybe it wasn't even the
Was it-
measles vaccine.
I don't know why, because I remember a similar thing hearing about it with like polio, but I don't know if
maybe it was polio.
I don't know if it's the same
maybe
story.
It could have been a polio vaccine, right?
That's
but
what
essentially
I've
what ended
heard
happening
about.
is that they took this vaccine. There was some mix-up. They ended up unfortunately passing away from that.
Yeah.
And understandable that caused a lot of distrust into the medical environment.
Yep.
It caused a lot of distrust into the medical environment, and from that, a lot of people, the vaccination rates went down. I think he mentions in that video, the rough statistic is like it used to be like 96%, 94% vaccinated, and then it dropped down after that tragedy to about like 74%.
Right.
Right, which I don't remember the exact threshold for herd immunity. I think
It's way higher than
It's
that.
it's like 85 minimum, if not higher
it's
than that,
way
90.
higher, yeah.
Right, which is unfortunate, right? But like understandable, right? Like I think that's a really natural response when it comes to that, because of course it's like, oh my god, a vaccine literally killed some children. What the fuck, right? Like that's a crazy thing to have happen. So obviously it's gonna take the medical community and the science community a lot of effort to try building that trust back up. Unfortunately, and I really like the way that he framed this, and it legitimately, I was sitting in a restaurant watching this video. I cried eating my fucking Hainanese chicken because the way he framed it worked really well, and it was so maddening at the same time. Because basically, he talks about how this one individual essentially went over to American Samoa and started spouting a lot of anti-vax bullshit. Right?
Have you told me about this? I feel like I've heard this somewhere.
Maybe
like,
I have.
You might have
I don't
told
know.
me.
Maybe
like,
it was
with the YouTube video in his watch history.
Yeah, literally. It's like, where have I heard this before?
I may have sent it to you guys, but
you probably
essentially,
told me about it, yeah.
The way it's framed is that he talks about how this person brought on a bunch of like influencers and other people who were big voices when it came to the anti-vax movement over to American Samoa to really build into it and spread a lot of the propaganda and their agenda essentially. Yeah. And he doesn't really he doesn't mention the name of this individual until he mentions like 80 fucking plus people, like kids, died during this.
Yeah.
So like, like that many families are currently grieving because they were fed lies about don't vaccinate your kids, it's bad for you, all this other bullshit. And the person who did that was RFK Jr.
Oh sure, yeah.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, and legitimately, like when he revealed that, I was so mad because obviously we know right now already, right? Like he's our fucking head of. Like, it's a crazy thing to even like sit there and like think about sometimes.
Yeah, it's
And then you
it's
hear
a
shit like
sad state of
this.
affairs for sure.
It's a really sad thing.
For that, I think I don't know. It's just so insane. Like the dude literally does have brainworms. It's really sad. It really sucks. I I just miss having your normal like corrupt officials, you know what I mean? Like your normal level of corruption where it's like, oh, like it's just one of the things where you push and push enough and you like limit test and you can just like no one does anything. There's no reason to stop. Like no one's stopping you.
And when there's vested interest when it comes to money, power,
Yeah.
then
It's really sad. It really sucks. I have adopted the philosophy best I can, and it's so dependent on where you are in life, how the things are affecting you. And it's like we're just not wired like as people, we did not evolve in a environment where like you have to hear about sad news or sad events happening like every day. Like we're just not evolved for that. It just doesn't our biology is not set up for that. We're not evolved for social media. We're not evolved for seeing like tragedies that happen halfway across the world or in our own country, but like in different states. Like we're just not designed for that. And I think it can be really hard because a lot of times as a human, being like highly empathetic is like a good thing. Like you're connected with your community, you're very resonant with people around you physically. But when you hear about all this news in situations you have no control over, people you cannot talk to, you can't like comfort or console, like it's just too much for a person who is highly empathetic. Like it's just not fair to them to put all this on them because like I feel like my partner is this way. You just see the stuff and it just makes you sad. It like inspires emotions in you because it's very sad stuff. But I think there's a certain degree to which like being so online, you have to like, in my opinion, build a bit of your own filter where it's like you have to like learn like how much can you like express your emotions and like still take care of yourself, right? Like because I think it's really important to take care of yourself and your own life and your the loved ones you can impact the lives of and not get too deep into the whole because I've seen this with people and seen this with like family and friends and like the whole of like all the shit that's going wrong in the world because you can't control that. It's really sad, but like there's nothing you can do about it, right? Realistically, like at a individual fundamental level. And if you want to do something and you feel like you can do something about it, then I would say go do it because I think you'll feel a lot better trying to do something than sitting and being like this sucks.
Yeah, and
Like,
honestly, that's something I do at work. Funny enough, and actually something that does bring me a lot of joy is like just talking to people that I work around with and teaching them about science.
Dude, I'll see you. I'll see you in school.
I thought you were gonna say I've been sabotaging a data center slowly for the past 6 months.
Okay, it's funny you say that. Okay, well, okay, maybe it's not. Maybe that's not the segue I want there. But I guess that did happen in New York, where they actually like the FBI just stopped like a huge telecom disruption center.
Like, dude, I didn't hear about it. Like, they probably didn't do anything. Thankless job.
No, it is. You actually don't hear about that in the news like at all, which is pretty crazy because, yeah, it's kind of insane. But yeah, no, like something I actually like recently talked to one of my coworkers the other day where, they're like, I'm not religious. We all know this. Like, I'm
sure.
Like probably the least religious person. That's not true, but I'm really not, right? But
in the history of
ever in the history of everything ever, no.
Okay, yeah.
But there was someone I was talking about like evolution, right? And basically, you know, obviously sometimes like if we're talking about like heart of creationism, right? Like evolution and science sometimes, and like religion sometimes clash, right?
Sure, yeah.
But like I was telling like my coworker, I was just like, you know, like I'm not religious. I know you are, kind of thing. But like, science doesn't have to at all, you know, like clash with that, right? If at the end of the day you believe like God is someone who like creates a lot of like everything, right? You can always just create the tools for the crazy shit that we see in nature. Like, don't get me wrong, the shit in nature, and when we talk about evolution, right? There's some crazy shit out there. You look at if I read it to you on paper, you'd be like, you're fucking lying. There's no way.
Yeah.
Right. There's some crazy stuff out there, right?
Don't look up how insects reproduce. That shit is wild.
Yeah. there's a lot of crazy ways that things reproduce. But like I mean, I don't know, like the deep sea anglerfish. That's always a favorite one of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, it's one of those things where I don't know, like there's a lot of crazy stuff, but like especially if you believe like in a god and you're like, yeah, they create all these things, and yeah, I think it should be even more evidence of like, yeah, dude, how else could these crazy things exist without some grand creator to cause these things to happen, right? Like maybe he didn't just like plop it there, but like yeah, he gave the world the tools for these things to happen, and I think that's pretty cool, you know.
Sure.
So like I think like I said, like I don't know, when it comes to like science condition, it's like not just like negating what people feel, but like trying to at least like again contextualize it in the ways that people can understand and also appreciate it as well too,
Right.
in ways that they can follow. And I think that's a really easy way to do it. And there's a certain point where like if you really are like hardline, I think creationism, I think that is where it probably does clash more severely, honestly.
I
But
think yeah, I don't know enough about it to like really comment, but yeah, I could imagine like there are things that clash, and it's just like one of those things where like in my opinion, much like how science like can like shift and like adapt, I think religion can shift and adapt. And like
yeah,
certain things like okay, they were like, in this text, but like the way it's interpreted and the meanings of these this like changes all the time. It's certainly true in like Judaism, right? Like things are reinterpreted and changed like based on like the rabbi you're talking to, and then the rabbi's like, I think he meant this, so we'll go with that. Like
yeah,
it just depends on the religion and like how the people's connection with their own like faith, right? So
yeah. And even like the popes throughout the years, we've seen like drastic changes
yeah,
within that as well
definitely.
too, right? And like the Baptists, how they like to baptize their people.
Sure, yeah. Did that change?
You
I'm
should
just
have
a
heard what they were
hypnotist.
called before that.
Baptism wasn't invented until.
Damn.
Oh god. But no, it is something where like I personally find a lot of joy in that, and I think that is like at least for me, when it comes to certain things, I think that's something that like I think we can personally affect is like just educating people on things, not in like a demeaning way, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Um, because I think that is a thing that I think sometimes higher education does fall into this issue of like sometimes it's very exclusive, and
I
the way it gets put about is
yeah.
very, and you don't need me to tell you this, you see
Yeah.
this I'm
I've
sure on
probably
the
ranted
daily.
about this before. I think one of the biggest mistakes science and scientists make is they oversimplify shit. I wouldn't say condescend, but almost talk down to like people a little too
Yeah,
much.
it's like
Which
infantilizing
yeah, I
almost,
think it's one of the things that irks me the most, because I think like it's the opposite way around in my opinion. Like all your
Mhm,
big science vocabulary, your jargon, whatever, that is to make things easier for you to understand, but the
mhm.
fundamental underlying principles, like what's actually happening, should be able to be explained in like clear simple English. Like it's
Yeah,
yeah.
and like it's like that's what's exciting, I think,
Yeah.
right? Like I think like I yes, there are some fundamental things that you obviously you can't like, I don't know, I think if you started talking about like P10 genes, things like that, without any base understanding to explain to me, I would be fucking lost as hell, right? But I think there's a lot of like general things when it comes to science which are super fascinating, and I don't think those need to be necessarily dumbed down. I think the fascination is in the complexity of it, right?
Yeah.
And if you can explain that in those terms that people can start understanding, that's where they get really interested in it. Like you can see people's eyes light up when you talk about this stuff, right? We're like, wait, I didn't know that. That's super fucking cool,
Yeah.
right?
Future
And that's where
scientists in the
like,
making.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, right? And like being able to explain that to people where they like maybe they don't understand before and they start to understand. I think that is like the coolest shit in the world, where you can see them linking things together and understanding ideas, like something with like climbing, even right, introducing people to that, like see the
Mm-hmm.
neurons like form where they
You
understand
just
shit. Like
really had to bring it
that's a
back to
lot of fun.
climbing, didn't
I
you?
had to. I had
Yeah.
to.
Oh yeah.
It's my roots.
It is. It is.
But there's a lot of joy in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing people figure things out and learn things. And, when like simplifying it to a point where they don't get to appreciate the complexities of what makes it interesting, I think that is, yeah, I agree. It's a huge, like, disservice to it.
Yeah, I think it really depends on your audience. It depends on who you're talking to. I get that it's like different talking to like a crowd of people versus like educating someone like one on one or just having a conversation. I think that's what makes the field of like science communication and science education like interesting. You have to like kind of gauge that balance and toe that line. Um, yeah, I think it's a really cool field for that reason. And I obviously like talking to like I have this problem actually in like science where I get told all the time when I like write my papers or talk about things, like I'm not being critical enough in the adjectives I use. Like I'm a little too vague sometimes of like what I'm using, and they're like be more precise. like use like the precise scientific language, and I'm bad at doing that. And it's something I'm trying to work on, but it's like interesting how like I feel like my strength is more in like translating something to something that like the average person will like appreciate versus like really clearly communicating with fellow scientists, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, I hard agree. That's something. It's funny because playing games with you is
Yeah.
actually how I worked on my own communication skills when it came to
Oh,
teaching other people. Because
interesting.
back then, because I don't know if anyone's ever played board games before in their life, they know that some board games are complicated as hell. Teva was always like the main person to read all these things and
Mhm.
diffuse that information for everyone else. And the way that Teva did that was like really good. He was able to break down all the fundamental ideas, take all these more complicated concepts, and boil it down to like, okay, here's what needs to happen, and then provide examples from then on. And I really appreciated that. I actually saw a lot of that and was like, ah, okay, I really liked how that was learned, how that was boiled down. Let me try putting that into my own communication, the way that I talk about things and teach people about things. And it really did help a lot. And I think especially when it came to teaching people about like Magic the Gathering in
Mhm.
particular, I think that really helped with that.
Yeah. No, I do appreciate that, and I think like, honestly, I think you do a really good job of explaining things. Um and it's just one of those things that I have my own personal gripes. Like I think a lot of times it's like the things you're good at, it's cuz the like doing it like a different way annoys you, and when you see it in other people it kind of like annoys you. And I
Yeah.
think one of the biggest things that's like, it's like a personal pet peeve gripe. I don't judge a person like personally for doing it, but I see it a lot where it's like someone's trying to learn something, and the person teaching makes it about them and not the student, if that makes sense. So like
Mhm.
the student will be like, oh my goodness, like I want to do this thing, and then the person's like, wait, oh, but like if you're gonna do that thing, you need to think about this other thing too, which is like not relevant. You are thinking about this thing as the teacher. Your student doesn't need to be thinking about that. They're still learning, and another great thing I learned from like reading stuff about like kind of like yogic cognition stuff, whatever, is like how do people learn something? Like how does information stick in the brain? Like you have to manipulate it. Like when you manipulate and work with information or knowledge, that's when it really sticks in and like solidifies. And I think a lot of people kind of like know this, right? Like the things you know well, it's because you have like thought about them or played with them or like worked on them. And so when you like insert your self into like someone else's like learning process, I think you are doing them a bit of a disservice because you're not giving them that room to explore and manipulate the information.
Yeah, I think that's why like my favorite teaching tool, like I think that I experience and that I use and witness is asking people what they think, what they would expect to happen.
Yeah.
Right. I think that is like by far one of the best tools because it already engages them. You're asking that question of like, yeah, so like given this set of circumstances, what do you think would occur? Right? Hear out their answer and then talk about you ask them like why? Why do you think that would happen? Right? And then if that's not the case, then you start breaking down to like, well, you may think that, but actually, and that's like I think that's a lot of times how you create this sense of like wonder and amazement because you're breaking down ideas and preconceived notions of how things can be, and then changing to something that's kind of more fascinating sometimes.
Yeah. I
I
think it
think that's
really
like
is cool. I think it does depend on the student though, right?
it does. It
Yeah.
does. And it's also about like how you can put it across, right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know. Science communication is important for that exact reason, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like how do you diffuse these really complicated topics and cool ideas into that?
Yeah.
And yeah, I know I mentioned it last time, but honestly, the more I thought, I was like, man, what if I did really start to pursue something along those lines?
Dude, by
Gonna
the
go
end of
back to
this,
school.
yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
maybe.
by the end of this podcast, we'll all be in school for something else.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I forget. It was like a few episodes ago, but like you said a very kind thing to me, Luke, which is like, damn, Teva, hearing you talk about like science makes me want to like go back to school or something. I forget exactly what you said, but it was like something like that. And I was like,
Mhm.
that's like an awesome thing to hear, right? And it's like something that like I've been thinking about too is like I don't think I would actually like do it, but like there is a part of me that's like, man, I did like neuroscience, but like part of me also is like just interested in like kind of more like human cognition stuff, like, like Mr. Psychology major over here is just like some ideas. And so it's just like one of those things where it's like, dang, like that would be cool. We could all go to school again. We could live together. We could share an apartment.
I would,
We could
you
be
know, I would
roommates.
actually so down for that.
You,
Honestly, I
and
think
they
that would
were
be sick.
roommates. Yeah.
And they were roommates.
Yeah.
I could live with all three of the dogs
Oh
and
my
my other
goodness.
two dogs.
Dude, we need like a freaking mansion
God.
for everyone. But yeah, no, I think it is like one of those things that like again, of all the people I know, I feel like Eric, you are one of the most curious in like a good way people I know. And I can like just tell how much you like get excited by like learning new stuff and trying to apply it and thinking about like, you know, how it actually like works and functions in the world and like why it matters. And yeah, I think, you know, it's something I think about too, where it's like, you know, stuff is expensive, but like maybe I should try like there are like schooling programs like on the side for people, right? Like there are a lot of programs that are like targeted towards people who are professionals, where it's like classes are like after work. It's like often virtual or remote, but like they offer you access to this information in a way that's like, you know, structured. But yeah, it is a tough thing.
Yeah, I mean that's why honestly, like when I went being in community college, there was actually so many times where I was like, man, I would love to just take that class just to learn that shit
Yeah.
for like a pretty good price, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll
It's
see. We'll see what that
yeah.
looks like in a few years.
It's just one of those things like I don't know. I kind of get why like sometimes people go back to school cuz like I think it's kind of crazy in this day and age that we live in that like it's like, "Hey, you're 18. What do you want to do for life?" And it's like, "I don't know, bro, like play video games." Like, you know, I think college like looking back at like college it's like, "Damn, I could have taken a lot more of a variety of classes, like been exposed to a lot more interesting things that I just like in the time like I didn't really care about." Like I'm like, no, it's fine. I don't want to do this. And now looking back, it's like, oh, it'd be so cool to like try a class in this or try a class in this and like see what just like resonates with me personally.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like that is kind of a miss thing when it came to that, because I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked about this before. We were not the best students.
Well, you and Luke say that, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't. But it like that's something where sometimes I think back and I'm like, man, I do wish I was able to explore that more often. And like I said, not in like a regretful way. And just like sometimes you kind of muse on it, like, it'd be nice to sometimes be back in that school environment to, you know, be able to pick up these skills and be around like very like-minded people when it comes to like studying and different topics, you know.
Yeah, well, I think we got something else incredibly value out of college.
Each other.
Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna say
Yes,
enjoyment of
Luke.
food, but you know,
What? You
I
didn't
learned how
need
to
college for
cook.
that.
No, I if I wasn't in college, I wouldn't have learned how to like stretch $20 across a week.
Is that the joy of cooking or the joy of saving?
Both.
Fair enough.
Those are not mutually exclusive. I loved feed myself for a week on like $30. That was sick.
You know, it's funny because I look back at like the stuff I cooked in college, and I'm like, dude, I was bad. That shit sucked. Like, I don't even know how I made what I made and ate it. Like, I would make this like I don't know why I never thought to look up a recipe. Like, I just didn't do it.
What?
I'd be like,
Wait.
yeah,
Huh?
That's
Yeah.
really funny.
I'd be
Fuck.
like, you know, I have this like rice and like cheese and milk. I could probably make like a risotto, right? I'll just put everything in and see what happens.
Oh my god.
Dude, true scientist.
Dude, and it like
Experimentation.
it came out
That's
so
psychotic.
mid. It came out so mid. I don't know what I was thinking, man.
I can't
That's
believe that. This
so
is lore that
funny.
I'm scared of.
Dude,
knowing
I
now.
lived it. Every person I lived with taught me like one thing about cooking that I have taken with me. Like
Mhm.
low key, living with you, Luke, you taught me the spicy chili crisp on rice strat. I didn't know this, and then my eyes were opened by living with you.
Mhm.
A different person like taught me how to like bake chicken or bake salmon or something. Like another person taught me to roast vegetables in the oven. Like it's just basic ass shit, but every person I've lived with, I feel like I have learned something new about cooking from them.
I'm proud of you. Look how far you've come.
Yeah, and now I like have recipe books and make recipes because it is so much better.
Turns out when it's already kind of solved, you get some pretty good you know.
Yeah. Okay. Question for y'all. Do you think cooking or baking is harder?
Baking.
See, everyone says that, and in my mind, I'm like, cooking's way harder.
I feel
Baking,
like-
you got to be too precise, and then if you're at altitude, it turns out different too.
I
Like
think
literally where you are in the world affects baking so much.
for me, there's a fundamental thing that makes that the case.
What?
Like, and this is, I think, the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Baking, you do all the prep beforehand, and then you throw that shit in the oven and hope it's good. Cooking, it's a continuous process that you have active control and that you can effectively control as you're doing it. I think that is like the biggest thing, personally.
That makes sense. But I feel like maybe it's just the nature of what I've baked before, but I feel like that shit always comes out perfect.
Kevin's exactly where they wrote all the recipes.
Don't get me wrong, like I can follow the recipe and things like that, right? But like if I make a mistake, right? I'm not gonna know until I'm done. And then I'm like, wow.
I don't you like measured the wrong amount of flour? Like
maybe I use salt instead of sugar. Like, I don't know.
Dude, but then your food would come out really bad too.
Yeah, but like I can like taste that as I go. I'm like, oh wait, I like clearly I added way too much salt. Like I can like try balancing it out with other things, like adding water, things like that. You can't add water to a cooked piece of bread and like fix something, right? Like I think in cooking you can always like to a decent extent
you can like save it.
Yeah,
most of the time, yeah.
You can't really do that with a lot of baked final goods.
You haven't seen
like
me
that's
cook,
just not
though.
possible.
Like I don't know if I can save my shit.
It's different.
It's different. Sometimes I've gotten better at this, but I didn't understand like the importance of like different like heat temperatures for like cooking steak. Like unironically, I'd like cook steak. I'd be like, well, I'll put somewhere around medium. That's probably okay. And like, I didn't consider the thickness, the like charring, how often you like flip it, like all this shit. Like I just didn't know. And so I'd cook steak and it'd be like, damn, it's kind of like wet. I don't know. Like I didn't have a good sense of that. And like my partner honestly like taught me a lot more about like cooking steak and like the importance of like high temp versus low temp versus how often you flip it versus like Maillard reaction, all this stuff where I'm like, dude, this is complicated. I just want to put all the stuff in a bowl, mix it, put it in like a sheet and put it in the oven and I'm done.
You've just described baking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm a baker, dude. I think I'm spec'd for baking.
He's so baking pilled.
I'm very baking pilled, dude. I'm started watching the latest season of the Great British Baking Show again.
Oh no, he's gone.
And
they got him.
Low key, that show does make me think you guys are right. That baking is harder than cooking.
No, maybe you're just goated. Maybe you should go on the show and find out.
Dude, but I'm not British.
Mm.
They don't. Yeah.
I mean, you can fuck up your teeth a little bit and like speak a little different. You'll be fine.
Yeah, dude. I just won't wear my retainers at night, and I'll be a shoe.
You'll be fine.
Dude, there was
you'll fit right
one
on
season they did have like a guy from New York on it, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just a guy from New York, like here because my wife's like British." It was just something really funny, and then he got like sick and lost.
Oh,
which was really sad. Like he was just like, I'm not feeling it. I have to like go home.
That's
and
pretty rough.
The next week, COVID.
Basically, he got sick one week, and they're like, "We'll give you the pass." And then he's like, "I'm feeling shit again," and they're like, "I'm sorry, we can't like." There's no way to like make this fair for other people then. And he's like, I get it. And it's just like they actually installed AC now in the tent they bake in.
Oh,
because
man.
they were getting they filmed this during summer and they were just getting so many people like getting heat stroke or getting sick. And it was just like, UK summer hits different for British people. They're not used to those warm temperatures.
Those warm temperatures of like 85.
Yeah.
Yeah, that must be British. Shit.
Dude, 85's warm for sure.
Yeah, it's actually pretty. That's actually how hot it's been in the past few days.
Yeah, it's pretty warm, dude. I thought it was supposed to be fall.
But unfortunately, no. It's funny. The day it ticked over, like I think it was the September 22nd where it became fall, right? I just got this weird urge to just cook things, and I ended up cooking like
Getting ready to hibernate.
I was literally thinking the exact same thing. I was like, my man's hibernation clock is going off.
No, but I ended up cooking
Need a
this
hoard for the winter.
clam pasta that was so good. It was so
Ooh.
good. Like it straight up had so much flavor and umami into it. It actually smelled and tasted almost like the artificial like instant noodle like clam things, where it's
Jeez.
just so clam forward.
Damn.
It was so good. I was so happy with it.
Ugh.
And now I just want to cook more. Like I'm actually gonna cook gumbo tonight. Which I do love cooking my gumbo. So
Dude,
it's the fall season. It's a good season.
Dude, I'm so sad. Not really, but like part of me is like, damn, I'm so sad we lived together when we all like barely could cook.
Yeah,
Like,
when we're all shit at cooking.
We were all pretty shit. Eric might have known.
Fuck you. I was good at
Eric,
cooking.
you just talked about how you'd spend only $30 to eat the same thing
True.
for a week.
True.
Yeah, but that shit was good. I just
Dude.
cut the portions down. I turned one steak into 3 meals.
Dude, I've come around. I used to be the same way. I used to be like, I'll make this thing. It'll last me like 5 meals and it'll be great. And I won't have to cook again. And then I'm like, dude, after the third time, it's kind of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Like I've come around, like, because now I cook like with my partner. We like just make things for 4 portions most of the time. And it's like reheating it once, beautiful, still good. The second reheat, it's just not it. Like even like it
Not as
being in the
good, yeah.
fridge for like 3 days, it's like, oh, it's worse. It gets worse, man.
Well, see,
Yeah.
that's why pasta's great. 'Cause
Okay,
you can
pasta's an
cook that shit
exception.
so quick. Yeah,
Pasta's built
I get-
different.
pasta's built different, and I would never reheat pasta.
That
Pasta's
shit's
like,
Wait, you would
awful.
never reheat pasta?
I think with the pastas that I make, where it's all starch-based sauces, it does not reheat well at all.
He just
You
makes it
lose-
different, man.
You do, because I was about to agree with you, and then I was like, wait, I think pasta is like the goated reheating food.
It depends what kind of
reheats
pasta.
so
it is.
well, yeah.
Like carbonara, would you ever reheat that? No.
I mean, I could.
Like I've done it. It's still tasty, but compared to when it's fresh,
Yeah,
it's such a big
okay.
difference.
Well,
right?
fine. You pick the one pasta that's better fresh. All the others, they reheat well.
Well, like most of the pastas out there that I like to cook are typically like all starch based, right? And once you microwave it, it seizes it, and you don't get any of that creamy sauce texture at all anymore.
Yeah, but it's like, that's the thing. The sauce goes in the noodles. They like it all up, you know?
But see, I don't want that.
Slurp.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I want the texture of the noodles al dente, and I want the sauce to be glossy. That's all I want.
You're so picky. Yeah, that's fair. It's funny because I actually don't like my pasta al dente. I prefer like a little,
Really?
like I don't want it mushy, but I want it to like just disappear in my mouth. You know, like I don't want it to like I don't want to find bits in my teeth later.
This guy doesn't brush his fucking teeth. That's crazy.
Dude, my dentist has been saying I need to floss more.
Okay, to be fair, I think everyone's dentist says that.
Yeah, but like so it's actually funny. Like last week, I actually needed to get like some of my fillings replaced because they were just I think deteriorating, and the dentist was like, we need to replace them. So I got my fillings replaced at my dentist. He basically like numbed me up, and there are just some things he said where I'm like, I don't know why you're telling me this. Like I don't want to hear this. Even if you're thinking it, like don't say like these are things you don't want your dentist to say. And so like he starts by saying like, man, you're really making me work today. I'm like, I'm numbed up. Like things are in my mouth and I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to that? Like, what does that mean, dude? Like, why are you saying this as you're like drilling into my mouth or whatever? Like, really making me work today. And then a few minutes later, he's like, if you ever start to feel anything, like just raise your left hand. Okay, just if you feel anything, raise your left hand. I'm like, okay. And then he keeps going and he's like talking to his like assistant who's like helping, whatever. And he's like, it's closer to the nerve than I would have liked. And I'm like, bro, I'm right here. Like, don't start with me.
Why would you say
Why would you say that? And things obviously ended up fine. It was okay. But I'm like, dude, you need to chill, man. You need to keep these are inside thoughts. Like, okay, I'm numb on your like essentially operating table, just chilling here, and you're like, could be bad. We don't know.
And some people have like severe anxiety when going to the dentist. So imagine being like some 5-year-old kid who's already nervous, shaking, and you hear your dentist say shit like that, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be awful. That'd be
It's
actually
crazy.
traumatizing.
I'm very lucky to not have any like sort of like dental trauma, but I do know people who do. And like apparently like yeah, dental nerve pain is like horrific. So it's just one of those things where it's like Man, isn't that this what I'm like paying you for, to like be a professional and just like do it and like do your best and not not like give me anxiety while you're doing it.
Yeah,
That's why you should
if you
floss,
can,
kids.
is that enough to make you get a new dentist? You think?
No, they're actually really nice. Like other than this, they're like actually really great. Like it's very convenient. It's very comfortable. It's like, it's they give you like here's what I'll say. They give you sunglasses to wear inside for like, you know how they have the little like lamp that shines on you. So they give you like free like sunglasses. They care, you know.
Which is not. I feel like that is. Oh, maybe it's not the standard or the norm, but
A friend of mine had to also like get like some like cavity filling stuff done, and they were basically saying like, I went to this like bougie ass dentist and they literally like gave me a like what's it called, like they had like a little like vibrating pouch or something they would like put on the other side of their mouth to distract them before they injected the anesthetic. like like they low-key gave them a vibrator to help them like chill out before they
What the
like
fuck?
did the numbing thing. Yeah,
Crazy
on
work.
like their mouth. It was just like a sensorial thing, right? Where it like distracts your mind. And she was like, I didn't feel the needle at all.
Dude, imagine them
That's kinda cool.
jingling keys in front of your face and then going, ha! Injected.
Literally. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, dude, it's dentists are leveling up their game, man. They're keeping things fresh.
I think that was kind of me when I went to my optometrist appointment like a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
I was just kind of amazed to see the things that they're using that are different now.
Oh yeah,
Like the little
technology's
air
really
pressure
cool.
monitor, where like
Air
it
pressure
literally,
monitor.
or eye pressure monitor, excuse me. Because before they used to like blow air,
Yeah,
in
the
your-
air
like
puff.
on your eye. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's like literally a little like thing that just like taps your eyeball.
Doesn't that
Like
seem
it's like a,
worse?
you don't notice it.
Oh, okay.
It was no. That's how like precise the instrument is. Where it's straight up just slightly just
It's a
taps your
light
eyeball.
tap, and it's
And
like,
you don't notice it at all. I was
looking
pretty
good.
impressed.
looking good with the pressure, man.
Yeah, exactly. And even just like the X-ray readings and everything like that, like it's cool stuff. The flashbang they had to like get the readings of my eyes, I was not expecting that one. I don't know if you've had that one yet at all.
Freaking CS.
Yeah.
Playing.
Yeah,
Yo, like
literally
actually,
playing
dude.
CS:GO.
Straight up, because they flash this light to like take a picture, like a photo of your like retina, essentially, right?
Yeah,
Like I wasn't expecting it to be that bright,
they got to see inside,
and
man.
yeah, no, I straight up, I was like, oh my god, like everything else, like when they look through your eye for like other things and whatnot, like that, I didn't even feel that anymore because my eyes were still like reeling from being just
Right.
completely flashed.
Yeah, dude.
But
The
it's like new
technology,
stuff.
the technology has
excited
been
about
getting
it.
better for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's cool to see it. And it's cool to see that they're actually like passionate about like the advancements they have. So
Dude, it's
that was
so
cool to
funny to
see.
me. Yeah, like people who are like into like a very specific part of the body and just like nerding out about it, and it's like, dang, you really like teeth. You know, like, oh, you're so into teeth, or like, wow, you're so into like eyes. Like, I don't know, I just think it's very like funny how like people get so like fixated on like a part of the body. I'm
You gonna
like,
be a butt doctor, Teva?
and it's like, yes, the mind palace, yes. Dude, I wonder what this. There has to be someone who specializes in it, right?
In
Yeah,
butts?
ask gastroenterology.
Proctologist or whatever.
Aestheticians.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
Okay,
zing.
man.
Pretty
Dude,
good, pretty good.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, I'm like having issues with my ass. Like, what doctor do I see?
Like not even your like your anus, like just your ass.
Yeah, it's like, who can you refer me to?
Well, time to make up our own like phony science. It's gonna be great. We're gonna make money.
Dude, it's kind of crazy how like there's so little wrong with your ass most of the time. You know?
Speak for yourself, man.
Okay, well, fair enough. I just like I never really have a problem there. That's kind of good.
We could.
What, are you trying to start something? Like what?
all
We
right,
could.
guys.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. You know, this has been fun. I've missed y'all.
I have to.
Missed you too.
I know, it's so nice. It's so refreshing every time. You guys are great.
You know what we should do?
No,
Say it and so.
say it ain't so. What should we do, Eric?
Get some lunch. I'm hungry.
We should. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but we should hang out more, y'all.
We should
Yeah.
hang out more. What were you gonna say?
Oh, what I was gonna say is we should like, comment, and I was gonna do the.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
fucking
eat my
YouTube.
ass. Oh.
Oh, what? Dude, this is another thing that I've been thinking about, but I'm like, Gen Z is crazy.
What?
Oh no, he's
Well,
boomerized.
About the like, I don't want to judge anyone, like, but I feel like they've got like, they're like too ass pilled. You know what I mean?
They might be.
All right. On that
Yeah.
note, see you guys next time.
See y'all next month,
Bye.
week, year. Bye bye.